Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Ultimate Doom. And when last we left off, we'd bought our way through the containment area, and now we're here in the refinery, where there's a room full of enemies that we're going to defeat with our chain gun! They pretty much will just walk into our line of fire if we let them, which is very handy. You do need to be careful though, because sometimes the odd zombie soldier will try and sneak up behind you, coming through the door that you just entered through. There are 3 zombie soldiers in that corridor, and we've only killed 2 of them so far, so we need to be very careful that there is another one here. Where is he? There he is! He is now gone. We also need to be careful that there are enemies here, as well as enemies there that will try and shoot you in this corridor. There's also a second Cacodemon in here that you need to be very mindful of. Sometimes it will appear very early, sometimes it won't. It all depends if it manages to pathfind around the other enemies. There's one Pinky Demon, and there is the Cacodemon. Late is better than never, eh? You do need to be very careful when we're dealing with these imps. There we go, that Cacodemon doesn't manage to get a lucky shot off on you. Fortunately, this room has a lot of health pickups. It also has that Berserk pack as well, so it has an awful lot of health power-ups. You are gone, and you are gone, and now you're definitely gone. There's also one imp here that tries to be very sneaky, and a chain gun just in case you needed it, and there's also one imp here. There's also a lot of shotgun shells here. This level actually doesn't have that many of them. I'm going to be grabbing this even though we don't need the health power up because we're unlikely to come back to this area, and we'll be mindful that there is an armor set here, but we really probably don't need it. We do need this radiation shielding suit though, because we're going to be going through some radioactive goop in a moment. This way to the goop, and now we have bypassed the goop. There's also a selection of lost souls that we can defeat. Lost souls are still annoying even when you have partial invisibility, because sometimes they will just fly into your direction, especially when they're very close to you. Alright, there is a secret door there, we'll be using that later. For now, we're going to be defeating this Baron of Hell by using these exploding barrels. You need to be very careful when you have partial invisibility, because sometimes you'll end up dodging instinctively and dodging into an attack that you would have otherwise avoided. You just need to see where they're aiming and then avoid them. Sometimes you can't do that, especially, usually which direction their model is will also be a good indicator as to if it's going to hit you, but sometimes, as you saw there, it isn't. Alright, that Pinky Demon is nearly gone, and there's a lost soul here. This door opened. Doesn't normally open. I wonder what happened there. Either way, we're going to be going into there in a little bit. And there are normally a pair of imps that survive the explosions. Sometimes one of them will die, but most of the time not. And what was in here? Absolutely nothing but a large selection of enemies. And there is another lost soul. It is now gone. And here is a blue keycard that we're definitely going to need. Down here is a way that we can go to get a little bit more, some more power-ups and some more items, and also kill one more Pinky Demon. There are going to be a lot more of them to defeat. Alright, we're going to jump down here quickly and grab this plasma gun. Marvellous. And then we're going to check the map. I think we've managed to get everything that we pretty much need. Or have we? Is there something here? The answer is a resounding no. It's just a area to signify that there is a different lighting pattern. We'll grab this mega armor though. We're unlikely to be coming back here. This door opens up to an area that we could easily access by going the other way right at the beginning. But we've made it this way, which means that we avoid going through the radioactive goop again. There's more shotgun shells here, right there, that we definitely want. There's also a rocket and a few minor power-ups like there's a clip over there that we do want. We always want as much ammunition as we possibly can get, after all. And what is in here? The answer is, we may never know. Unless we go this way, whereupon we will know. There is a backpack. Backpacks are always nice to get. Moving on, there is a blue keycard door here, and what is this way? But the area we've already been to before. So we'll use this door, and find even more lost souls. I mean, we could just punch them, or use the chainsaw. I really do wish that it would just default to the fists when you have the Berserk pack. But hey, the chainsaw is still fine. Do need to be careful though, because there are some ranged enemies there. Don't want to be punching them. They'll just end up hitting us and dealing quite a lot of damage. And you are gone. Marvellous. We want to head in this direction, and be very careful of all the gloom that's around here. Now it's time to use the Berserk pack. Alright, we just need to wait for them to get close enough and around this corner. Come this way for free punching. Here we go. You first. Excellent. And then you next. There we go. And then you. Ooh, careful. And then you. Excellent. There are a lot of health pickups still on this level for us to get, so we don't need to worry about being hit a few times. We could always backtrack if we needed to. Alright, more partial invisibility. Do we want that? I think we do. Because there are a lot of enemies in this gloomy area, and them being inaccurate is a good thing. There are a lot of lost souls though. There's also a fair amount of power-ups. I think they're all health bonuses here. You do need to be careful at the angles at which you move through this area, because there are not just the obvious imps, there are also imps that are not obvious whatsoever. Like this one here. You just need to be very careful. There are also, aha, hello Lost Soul, how are you? There's also generally quite a lot of power-ups here and pickups that you can get if you're just a little bit if you're just a little bit eager to explore. Sorry about the interruption there, let us resume. Hello Lost Soul, how are you? You are lost and have no idea where you are. Well, now you're gone, so you don't need to worry anymore. And over there is the way towards the exit. There really isn't that much more the... Hello? Someone is trying to sneak up on us. Keyword there is trying to sneak up on us. We might as well see what other things are here. There's a few small pickups, but nothing now significant. So let us move on. After grabbing that one, of course, why not grab that one? There is, hello, one pinky demon. You are now gone. There's also something down here that we definitely want. And how are we going to get it effectively? I think with the fists here. Why? Because there's an enemy here, and there's also a supercharge, and we might as well punch this spectre to death. That is what the invisible pinkies are called, but I tend to just call them invisible pinkies. We're going to go this way now and find one cacodemon that's going to fight us in an enclosed area. The game actually likes doing this. Even though they're able to fly, they like to just put them in small areas because they're quite dangerous, and you have to learn to dodge very quickly to avoid their damage. And this demon appears to be caught. Don't worry, we'll help you out by punching you, and then we'll punch you as well. Marvellous. I think we pretty much sorted everything. And this is how those enemies here were able to shoot us using this tiny window. But hey, level complete, eh? Level complete. We got 95% of the kills, probably those cacodemons that we missed, 90% of the items, and most of the secrets, 2/3 of them. And the power time is 8:17. We are now in the Deimos lab, and we have a lot of shotgun shells, which is good, because this level is rather difficult. You'll note that these enemies aren't going to attack us immediately. That's because they're going to wait until we move out a little bit. Apologies for the interruption there. Let us resume, and defeat these enemies. This is one of the harder levels in episode 2. You need to be very careful here. There are a lot of enemies over there, and there's also an area up here that we're most certainly going to go and explore. Exploring here most certainly is key. There is an area that I don't quite remember how to open up. Maybe one day I'll figure it out, but not right now. Just check on the map here. Nope, nothing that I can see that opens that up. Anyway, let us move on. The enemies that are around here should be getting closer now. There were a few that were alerted. There's one of them. Hello. There was another one. You definitely weren't one of them, but we'll defeat you anyway. This level has a lot of traps. It also has that way too, that we are not going to be exploring just yet. There's also this area where the lights are failing. Somebody really should come and fix those. Just imagine an imp with a little hard hat and a ruler going, do I have the right light bulb for this? And he goes and checks all his supplies. And then he finds out he doesn't have the right bulb, and it all... Oh, and we missed that. I don't ever manage to get that. I don't think I'm ever fast enough. But either way, we're going to defeat all these enemies before we go into this area, because that area is an area that traps you if you do walk into it. And there is a cacodemon. They're all a little too eager to fight Doomguy, but that's okay. Doomguy will fight them wherever they are, even if they're moving away from where they're meant to be. Hello, you! And now we are trapped. But it's not really that much of a trap anymore, because there are barely any enemies here. And if you're wondering what the deal is with this, it will crush you. So don't hang around there for very long. Alright, what do we want here? We just want these armor pickups, and then we want to press this so that we can get out of here. There we go. And now we are free once more to head in this direction. This level isn't actually very... Oh, I was checking the map there and that enemy took advantage of it. This map actually isn't that big, so we're going to be very careful either way, because smaller maps mean hello, how are you? It actually doesn't mean hello, how are you? We're actually going to use our rocket launcher against this. We need to conserve all of the... and that was one rocket wasted, but well. We need to conserve all of the ammunition for the shotgun that we can, because this level is rather dangerous. And there is the blue keycard, and an option of going this way if we want to. We don't want to go that way. We do want to go this way, though. There are some crushing things here, though. To be very careful of them. We can actually get past both of them if we're fast enough. And if we're very fast, we can actually go this way and have the Cacodemon get hit by them, if we're fortunate enough. Come this way, Cacodemon! Try your luck with the crushy thingies! And you tried your luck, and that is going to get you killed. Some of them crush rather quickly. This one crushes very, very slowly. Definitely worth it to save some of our ammunition. That is a warning, though, that you have to be mindful that this will also crush you like that. So you need to be very careful. And there is another one here, but we're just going to shoot this one. It is a little bit of a distance to backtrack to the crushing thing, and I don't want to go past it too often, just in case... Oh, you were very sneaky. You used the dead corpse of the Cacodemon to your advantage. Alright, anything down here? There are some stim packs, but otherwise nothing. We did all this in aid of a few rockets, and also this radiation suit, which we are most certainly going to be using to explore all of this area. There's also a berserk there that is much appreciated. Alright, we're going to go this way and explore all the way around this area, because there's this, for instance. There are also a fair few pinky demons as well. Just a couple. We're going to be grabbing this and then just punching a lot. We might as well punch because we have the ability to punch them all to death, and the partial invisibility is certainly going to help here. Just a few more to go. There we go. We have defeated all of them. Well, nearly. Just a few more. You are gone, and you are also gone. Marvellous. What was all this in aid of? A few more of them. That is the answer. It was in aid of 3 or 4 more of them. Well, now they're gone too. So what was all this in aid of? The answer is another radiation shielding suit, and this. Marvellous, a supercharge. Definitely worth doing. Alright, what else can we find here? The answer is not that much whatsoever, so we might as well carry on. There's also this way that you could go, but that's just in case you fall. And there's also this way, which has absolutely nothing. I was about to say that our radiation shielding suit was fading, but it was just the partial invisibility. Never mind. Let's move on, shall we? There are more imps. A lot of them around here. The reason why we were saving all of our shotgun shells up until now. We do have the keycard for that. We are going to go this way first, though, and find one Cacodemon. We could technically punch this to death, but let's not do that, eh? Alright. One backpack, though. Always nice to get. More rockets are always appreciated. And in here is an area where we could definitely take advantage of a crushing thing. This here! We're going to be hello, how are you two? Are you well? We're going to be using this to our advantage in defeating a Baron of Hell. When the Baron of Hell eventually comes this way, step this way, sir, and slowly get crushed. Very slowly get crushed. We need to get over here. There we go, hopefully, yes, it'll come this way. And then all we do is we just keep changing where we are, so that it will keep turning around constantly, and getting crushed little by little. Every little bit helps when it comes to crushing a Baron of Hell. And we don't need to use any of our ammunition, which is good because we're going to be fighting quite a few Barons of Hell in a little bit. This level has a load of them, and saving our shotgun shells will certainly help, although we're actually probably going to be using our plasma gun to take care of them. and I almost switched to the plasma gun there instinctively by saying plasma gun. Really shouldn't do that just yet. We may be able to do other things without the plasma gun first. And now it is gone and turned into a pile of goo. Alright, we want to go this way. And be mindful of the fact that there are going to be... well, there's that way we can go. We really don't want to go that way. We actually want to go this way first. And pay attention to the fact that there's an area over there that we're immediately going to check out first. There we go. What is in here? But this area here, which looks like you're going to get trapped. But you're not really going to get trapped at all. You think, oh no, we cannot escape. But there is a door there that is not that well hidden. So you go this way instead, and in here are a lot of lost souls. Fortunately, we have something to deal with them, a chainsaw. It's not quite the chain gun, but it will do just fine. And we get more rockets for our efforts, which is always nice. And we now have to head this way so that we can get back to where we were. There we go, that opens this door. There are a few doors here that we need to be mindful of. Like this door that is very obviously going to be a trap. This trap, a lot of enemies here. We're just going to go this way and fight from this vantage point. It's quite a good vantage point actually. There we go. And we'll also let this demon and the Cacodemon there fight it out. And not surprisingly, the Cacodemon won. But hey, every little bit of damage does help. Okay, are you gone? You are now gone. Excellent. Any others that are now gone? Also, my accuracy there was dreadful. That was maybe 3 or 4 shots that were just wasted. Alright, need to be a little bit careful. There we are. Another hit there. Oh, and that managed to hit me. Really should have been a little bit further around that corner. And are you gone? You are now gone. Excellent. What was in here that was worth doing that? The answer is not really that much. But there is this area as well. We go, ooh, actually, that's not fantastic. We're just going to do that and then grab this. Excellent. And now we have 155% health and an awful lot of armor. Always useful. There is another place we can go, which is down here. We could go down here. This is actually one of those situations where I really want to save, because this part is dangerous. We're going to go here and fall, but what is down here? The answer is really not that much. But there is something here. There's a plasma gun and a teleporter that will bring us right to here. Need to be very careful because that has just opened a door. Now we use the plasma gun and deal with this enemy really quickly, and then be very mindful of the fact that there are going to be a lot of enemies that are going to appear in a moment, like multiple Cacodemons, multiple of them, and a few Barons of Hell as well. A lot of Barons of Hell, but if you run around a lot, you'll end up starting some infighting. There's one of the Barons of Hell, and there's the other one. We need to be very careful, and I'm very surprised that I did not get killed there, or at least really badly hurt by backing up without looking at where I was going. The Barons of Hell certainly need to die first, but at the moment we're just going to let the enemies fight it amongst themselves, and kill the occasional Cacodemon. Really what we want to have happen is we want the Barons of Hell to take as much damage as possible. But you won't always be that fortunate. But dealing with them one at a time is a nice consolation prize. One of them is gone, and if we're lucky we'll have them hitting each other. Will they hit each other? The answer is a resounding it doesn't seem so. But if we circle round, there's a high chance that might happen. Now we're over here! There we go. Why don't you try and hit... There we go. Now they're fighting each other. Much better. I think the Baron of Hell is going to win. Yes, the Baron of Hell indeed did win. But every little bit is useful. There we go. A few shotgun shells here. We are probably going to need to use a lot of them. But using less of them, instead of using... I don't know, our plasma or rockets. We really don't need to actually be saving our rockets, especially for the last level of this area. Also, you may be wondering what this is. This is the way that we did run down. There's a way to run up. But we ran the other way because we managed to use that secret area to get here first. And now we're back to here, which has 1 health bonus that we missed before. Alright, anything else here? The answer is there are a few things. There's this room, which now has no enemies in it. But it does have this, and that does lower this for you, which is handy. There's also this area too, which doesn't seem to have that much in it. The keyword there is seem to have much in it. There is this room, which will lead to the exit. Alright, there we go, you are gone. And there is a item over there that we can grab in a little bit. For now, we're just going to go this way. And be very mindful of the fact that we are missing something to solve this area. Maybe we want to press a button. Or maybe we want to find something that we haven't pressed. There is definitely something that we haven't pressed. There's that area that leads further up, but we don't need to go there just yet. We could go that way, which just leads to the teleporter. There aren't any switches here, though. Don't quite remember which... Ah, there's a switch there, though. Ah, yes, forgot that switch. That switch has now been pressed, which will make going that way that much easier. We're now going to backtrack and head to this area. There is something else, too. Go here, and if you didn't turn around, you're going to miss this power-up, which I now have. We're pretty healthy going into the next level. But there is one more surprise waiting for you. A pair of imps that we just punched to death. But hey, they were there, and now we have finished the Deimos lab. We got 95% kills, we got 82% items, and only 60% secrets. The power time is 2 minutes. I have no idea how you managed to do that. Maybe if you just run through blindly and avoid all the monsters. But hey, we did finish. A little over par. It is now time for the command center, which is a level that has quite a lot of enemies. And I also think it's the level that allows you to get access to the secret level of this episode. Don't quote me on that, though. But I think it is. So when we come back, folks, we'll be going through the command center, shooting everything that moves, and a few things that don't move in the case of barrels. Or do they move? So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.